Hello, welcome back to this class, Fuzzy Logic Part 4, Artificial Intelligence subject. This is Tariq Rashid. This class is about fuzzy logic, but how to classify data with fuzzy logic technique. So we will have at least one practical implementation in this video and hope it can be useful to you. Um, so uh, in the last class in fuzzy logic part 1 and 2 and 3, in 3 we work with FisPro, and this is the website that you can download FisPro, download and install into your computer. We've done that, and if you need to go back to fuzzy logic part 3, you can see it. Now, here how we can design a classifier in fuzzy logic. So the figure visualizes the process of how to do the classification. Now, if we have a system or an object and we try to uh, classify this object into kind of, we need to know if it's a fighter or bomber. Now, we need two inputs to be known. One of them is called mass in kilogram, and the other one speed. Now, a system will, using fuzzy logic techniques and also using some rules, expert rules, to classify whether the object is a fighter or a bomber. So that's all about this tutorial. Now, if we have the inputs for mass, that's range of the mass, 0 to 3, and we have three hedges, low, medium, heavy. So we might have a low mass, we might have a heavy mass, and we could have a medium. So, and these are the functions that we are going to implement: trapezoidal, triangle, trapezoidal, and these are the values for each hedge, low, medium, or heavy. Now, for the second input is a speed that ranges from 0 to 0.7. It has three edges again: trapezoidal, triangle, trapezoidal, slow, medium, fast, and these are the values for the system. So these are the values. These are the values for the system. Now, we would have one output, which is class, and the class ranges, or the class, it's either 0 or 1. So the class, if it's 0, that's bomber, and 1 means fighter. So we have trapezoidal for the function, and then we have fighter, trapezoidal for the membership function fighter. And these are the values for each one of them. Now, the rules that we are for this class, it's all about learning. So we would have 5 rules. You might have other application that needs more rules, depends on the application. So some applications need a lot of rules. Some applications need fewer rules, but it's only for learning. And the more rules that you have, you would have more accurate output. So if we have a mass heavy and speed medium, then class is a bomber. If I have a mass medium and speed medium, then class is bomber. If mass is low and speed is fast, then class is fighter, and so on and so forth. So we have five rules. Now, these are the data that we have: mass, speed, and class. And we'll check this data. We will see how, when we implement the system in FisPro, we will find um, the right output. So let's go to using the software as mentioned in the first class. So the software is FisPro. So I'm going to put the FisPro is there. Of course, in the last class, I downloaded and installed, and here is um, the let me take this one here. Okay. So now if I go to um, mm, starting with the file, I'm going to open new and I call it I call the file my object class or my classifier, my classifier. So here I um, named it, and then I tried to create inputs. The first input I call it mass. So the first input is mass. That's the first input is mass. The range of input is 0 to 3. That's 3. And apply. And the membership function is open membership function. And here I call mass, sorry, the input. And the membership function, I call it law, trapezoidal. And I put the values, S1 is -4, S2 is -1, and then I have 0.25 and 1.25. 1.25 and sorry, 1.25. That's 1.25, and I say apply. Okay, 0.25, sorry, that's 3.25. And I say, okay, so that's the first things that I have. So that's the first input, which is mass. I'll check it here. Mm, Here I have the mass. Go to the mass again and work with the second new, and we will have name of the second membership function we call medium, and that's triangle, and the values are 0.7575. S2 is 1.5, that's fine, and 2.25, 2.25, that is the second, which is called medium. And then we have another membership function. We call it heavy. Change here the membership function, heavy. This is trapezoidal, by the way. Trapezoidal, I have to change it trapezoidal. Put the values heavy. It'll be 1.75, 1.75. S2 is 2.75, and S3 is put 5 as because they're above 1, that's why it's 0. So anything above 1, it is considered as 1 or more than 1. So put 6, 5, 6 is 4, 5, 2.75, and 1.7, that's fine. And then I done the function for the first input. Now I'm going to close this one and go back to my FisPro. That is, so I'm trying to get the second input. Second input, I call it, okay, it's not saved yet. I save it. Do you want to save it? Yes. Then call it and put it there and save it. It's fine. Now this, sorry, there's a problem. So I can get FisPro op, open and get the FisPro. Where was it? My classifier. That's my classifier here. So open. This is not saved. Save. Okay. Why is like that? My classifier. Classifier. Done. So that's mass. It's found. Now let's go to do the second input. Go to the second input, call it speed. Speed has again 3 edges. So we'll take the range of the speed. That's the range of the speed. It is 0 to 0.7. So 0 to 0.7, that's the unit of the speed. Say OK, done, and I try to get membership function. The first membership function speed, I call it slow speed, okay? And this should be trapezoidal. And then I put -2, because it's less than 1, and any value less than 1, that's -2. I put S3 is 0.1, if you have seen the slides, and 0.3, S4. Okay, that is the results that we have. Sorry, 0.3. 0.3, 0.1, correct. -1, -2. Apply, that is the, it should be. Then the second new, this is triangle. We will have a name for it. We call it medium now. Medium. And the results or the values for medium, it is 0.15 and S2 0.35, S S3.55. Now let's do it. That is second one. If we go to get the last one, which is fast, speed is fast, membership function, and put trapezoidal. Here we would have 0.4, and this is 0.4, 0.6. As you go, it should be S2 greater than S1, that's true. And then 1, and S2 is 2. So let's hit it. That is the what we wanted. So now we will need only the one output. So we close this one. The inputs are done. These are the inputs. Now we try to go to get Fis, go to the output, open output, and I call it call it class um, class, and the class I put it fuzzy and uh, put the range 0 and 1. That's fine. That's class. It put it 0 and 1. Here we need to get membership function for this one. We will have new membership function for class. I call it bomber, first class bomber. Bomber trapezoidal, as we had it in the slide note, and trapezoidal, that is -2, -1. Uh, then we would have 0, and let's make it bigger, this one, and that's 1, 0. So done. And then we would have new one. We should have applied it, but anyway, it can be seen. Apply for the class triangle. We need trapezoidal. Change this one to because we haven't applied the first one. I need to do it again. Sorry. Change this one into. Let me do the fast, okay? Let me do the fighter. Fighter, okay? In the fighter trapezoidal, I need 0.5 here and 0.5 here. And here I need 2 and here 3. Just apply because I didn't apply the earlier membership function. That's why it didn't come out. So the fight is done. I need to redo the bomber. I call this one bomber. Bomb trapezoidal. Put -2. Put S2 -1, and here is 0 for S3 and 0 for S4. Again, we say apply, and you can see here starts 0, and the threshold is 0.5. I think I'm done with the inputs and the output. So close this one. Close this one. Now let's go to get the rules. Click here. The rules, create new rule. Here, if the mass is, first rule, if the mass is heavy, I select heavy, and speed is medium, then it is bomber. Now, second rule, I have 5 rules. The second rule, if the mass is medium and the speed is medium, again, I have bomber, the class bomber. And then the next rule, if the mass is low, and the speed is fast, I have fighter. I put fighter there. Rule 4, if the mass is low and the speed is medium, again I have a fighter. And the last rule, if the mass is medium and the speed is fast, I have fighter. So I have My rules, 5 rules. Heavy, just double check. Heavy, medium, bomber. Medium, medium, bomber. Low, fast, fighter. Um, Low, medium, fighter. And medium, fast, fighter. You could have more rules according to based on the application that you have. So let's do the testing. Um, let's go for testing. If I have call inference, so here, let's say I'll try to get the data set that I have. Move this one here. Now the data sets that I have, I just check the data that I have. Now, if I have mass is 1, I put 1 here, and speed is 0.1, and it is bomber. That's why minus, I mean, less than 0.5. This -1, that means bomber, correct? And let's do another test. 2, 2 by 3. Let me close this one. 2 by 0.3. 2 I put here. 2 by 0.3. 2 by 0.3. Again, bomber, that's minus, which is less than 0.5. Correct result. So let's do 0.1 and 0.5. 0.1, 0.1 and 0.5. So that is 1.58, 0.1 fighter, so greater than 0.5. Anything greater than 0.5, that's fighter. Anything less than less than 0.5, that is uh, bomber. So that's all about this class. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more class. And if you need to get the more information, see the website and YouTube channel, and drop me an email if you have any question. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and stay tuned.